My mum shared a secret with me that could literally rip the family apart. So I have been moved out of the house for a while now, and in 2 weeks I'll be moving much further from home. My parents have always had the kind of relationship where they were always so in love and cute, and it really shaped my worldview and how I process romantic love and relationships in general. I was always so confident in their love. The very notion that anything could distrust it was laughable to me. I would watch friends' parents splitting up and always think, man, that sucks for them. I am so fortunate to never have to entertain such a wild notion with my parents. Well, that was naive. My mother is a heavy drinker, and I enjoy getting drunk with her and my family on the few nights when I come home to visit. Last week, my mother and father took me out to dinner, and afterwards, my mother and I stayed up drinking together until the sun came up. And during this time, she explained to me that my father has not had sex with her in a long time, and that she had taken up seeing another man, Michael, in the last year. Dang, that sucks. When you think everything is so perfect and then it's just broken like that in one moment. I was incredibly drunk at the time, and my initial response was to be as understanding as I could be and try to have as much empathy as possible. That was last week, and in the week since, I feel incredibly betrayed on my father's behalf and disturbed that my mother could be capable of something like this. I am very distraught about it, and we have not spoken since. But next week, she and my father will be driving 7 hours with me to help move into a new apartment. I don't know how I'm supposed to be able to spend time with both of them when I know my mother is harboring this massive secret. Worse yet, I don't know how I'm expected to not tell my father, whom I also love dearly. My girlfriend tells me that I may have a responsibility to tell him, but I cannot help but feel concerned it would be the end of their relationship, and I cannot fathom that. All in all, it feels incredibly unfair of my mother to have shared this and expected me to process it normally. I'm very disappointed that she cheats on my father, but I am more disappointed she had the gall to share it with the son they share together. Any thoughts on what to do? Tell your father. Honestly, I just feel like it's better to get it out as soon as possible. Because if you don't, right, and then your father finds out, I don't know, later, and then he finds out that you already knew, every single relationship is going to be broken. Because if you don't tell him, then basically you are lying to him. Because you already know, so you are lying to your father if you're keeping the secret for your mum. Right? So the best thing to do is just to tell your dad. And your mum has no excuse anyways because she is cheating. So she can't be sad that you told him because she's already betraying him. So she can't be sad that you're betraying her. If she wanted to keep the family happy in the first place, she didn't have to cheat. But she did. She never talked to your father about her needs, and now, you know, she's done it with someone else, and then she tells her son because she feels guilty about it. So now the son has to feel guilty about it too. Like, what is she thinking, honestly? If I was in their shoes, I would honestly just confront my mum and just be like, you gotta tell him, because if you're not telling him, then I will. So you tell him first. Because in no way is she trying to put that responsibility on someone else, you know? Like, she gets it off her chest, and now she doesn't feel that bad anymore because she told someone. And now the person that she told has to feel bad on her behalf. So, like, yeah, if she doesn't tell him, you tell him. I'm in love with my husband. We have been on and off since we were 20 until we got married in 2017. We broke up to find ourselves and didn't want to settle down so young and wanted to live our lives. We came back together when we had finished college and started our careers. Our life is absolutely perfect. We have a house, great jobs, and 2 kids. Last week we had a family boat trip and my husband couldn't come because he had to work. During the trip, my sister-in-law told me she always thought my husband was gay. I asked why she thought that. She said when they were younger and she had an apartment with her then boyfriend, now husband, and said he would always sneak into the roommate's bedroom when he was over at their house. The roommate said he would knock and he would say, "Hey, let me in, I'm so good at ... Like something that would be implying that he's gay. I was taken aback with the thought of my husband being with a man. I am all for the LGBTQ as my other sister-in-law has a wife of 6 years and we are of best friends. My husband has never had a high drive and I was fine with that. I loved him even if it was just a few times a month. He is truly the best man date night, romantic trip, and random I love you gifts. When we were talking about the past, my sister-in-law and her wife were both agreeing that they thought he was gay, but thought because the family is religious, he married me. They all agreed and they know he loves me, but feels like he isn't being his true self. I am sitting here drunk wondering if I should just ask him so I can let him be his true self. I just want him to be happy. I love him and want him to be happy even if that wasn't me. What is going on? Who the heck does the sister-in-law think she is to be telling somebody's wife that? If anything, the husband should be saying something to the wife. Don't you go telling people, I think your husband's gay because blah, 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 blah. Excuse me, that's the rudest thing you could ever do to someone when they haven't came out yet. You know, tell everyone what you think they are. Anyways, there's an update. I spoke with my husband and he is furious at his sister. He denied the allegations and said he will speak to her as soon as possible. I told him if everything was false, then we can just drop it. He said no because this isn't the first time his sister has tried to start some type of drama. My husband always knows when I'm upset and could tell something was up when I got home from the trip. We had a very calm and honest conversation and I told him I loved him no matter what and we can figure things out. He wasn't upset by the conversation, just that his sister would even put that in my head. I promised I would be better about not letting people try to get in between our relationship. For context, my family loved the drama as well. Oh, your family loves it when you're upset. That's interesting. No wonder why the freaking sister is like that, man. She just loves starting drama. People like that are nasty. She didn't even hear what he said he was good at, you know? I'm so good at Valorant. I'm so good at Fortnite. I'm so good at Among Us. You know, like, what was he good at? My boyfriend is grossed out by my period. He can go then. Seriously. He can go. If he's grossed out by someone's period, then he should just not be dating any girl. Or he could be dating someone who don't got the menstrual cycle anymore, you know? On the phone talking and things turned to my period. I've been close to 3 months without because of stress and it just started again, which I was happy for. Then he said that periods make him shiver because he's grossed out by them. And I get it, not pleasant, but I'm the one going through it. This coming from the guy that has no problem any other time wanting to be in the area, wants kids with me and whatnot. I didn't ask for his help during them. I'm a big girl. I 100% understand not liking periods. I don't enjoy them or anything, but nothing like having your boyfriend make you feel gross to even be around because your female body is doing what female bodies do. And then he ends the call with, "You can go." Naturally, I'm pissed off royally. He was the one who said you can go. Dump him, girl. Why are you still calling him your boyfriend? He's your ex at this point, okay? Really? It's like, I don't like it when girls get their periods. It's so disgusting. It makes me shiver. Shiver? We're the ones suffering in bed. We're the ones freaking going through the cramps and he's gonna be like, it makes me shiver. I honestly hope this man does not have any kids because what if one of his kids turn out to be a daughter? Like, what is he going to tell her? You're disgusting for having your period. Is that what he's going to say? Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!